Hi you guys, Latoya here. Welcome to my crafty space. Super excited y'all are tuning in with me. I was flipping through this super beautiful mini catalog. I guess as a paper crafter and paper lover, I just, want to physically have things in my hand. So I really appreciate that catalogs are still a thing. You guys remember like the old Sears catalogs and things like that, like the really big wasn't it JCPenney's? JCPenney's and like other stores like around Christmas time, like large catalogs would be sent out, and I would just like eat those up as a kid. And I collect like my fitness magazines and all that stuff now, and I used to do collages, so much stuff. So anyways, I was just flipping through this because the catalog is just so pretty and so full of inspiration. Oh, she's adorable. I stopped on this page. This is a bundle that I do not own, but it is very cute. Anyhow, that thought aside, I was thinking, you know what, I can create a similar card based off of this card here, using this as inspiration and just using stamps that I have. And that's the great thing about crafting, you guys. It's all about using what you have, seeing something and being inspired, and not, I mean, of course, if you have the money. This is super cute. But you don't have to buy everything to make something similar. Now, I don't know if I'm going to use a floral image to get the same look, because y'all know I am absolutely in love with my Arctic Bear set, but maybe I'll make 2 cards. I don't know. We'll see. But that's kind of where like my brain's going. I'm like, oh, maybe I can do something with the bears here. So I'm going to use this as inspiration and see what I can create that's similar. Now, the first thing that stood out to me is the color, and it made me think, hey, I haven't played with mint macaron in a long time. So I went through my stash. I have my little colors. These are like my swatches. And I grabbed my mint macaron, and then I pulled out my already cut pieces from my pre-cut stash. And now I think, I like how there's yellow on the back of that. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with that, but that would be interesting. That would be interesting. I don't know if I'm going to do this. I'm not 100% sold. So we'll see. I don't know. I'll keep that cardstock there. So now that I have some colors figured out, I want to figure out my base, which kind of doesn't really look like it matters here. This looks like it's white. So a piece of white cardstock, and Sahara Sand's too light. Anyways, I'll use this. And I really love this twine / ribbon. I'll grab that from out of my box later. These are the sets that I found that have a font that I love, that has the cursive look that is similar to the background there. And I'm thinking I'm just going to use the Very Versalis. I hope it's Versalis or the VB set because it gives me a look very similar to that on the card. But use whatever you have, you guys. Now, we're gonna do a bit of work to get this. We're gonna have to do some ink blending and some stamping. Oh my goodness, you guys, what a shame. Look at this. I'm too busy. I'm literally too busy. Like, I don't have time to play with everything I purchased, which is a shame. It's like, I'm not here to collect stuff. I don't want to collect things. I want to play with my items. I'm just gonna load this up. I'm so excited. I always suggest stamping off on the side just to see what it looks like. That is fudging perfect. I love this color. It's so pretty. It's like this and Night of Navy are like my jam. Shouldn't have done it to where it's crooked. It's gonna bother me, so I have to flip it over. I know it's gonna bother me. Maybe I'm a little too carefree. Let me line this up correctly. Okay. Whenever in doubt, just get a scrap piece of paper and throw that bad boy down. And remember, it's all about us using what we have. Things don't have to be perfect. Like, it's okay. All right, I'm going to ink blend this just to give it this overall color that's here, but leave some of these areas a bit splotchy. Now that splotchiness looks like something you'll get with one of the stamps in that set, but you know, I don't have that, and that is okay. Get one of my blending brushes. Yeah, this is like a greenish color. Use this one. Load it up, and you want to be very gentle when you carry the ink onto your paper. Now, like I said, I do want some splotchiness. I absolutely love these Arctic bears. This little guy's going right there. I mean, maybe I'll do both of them. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know, but the plastic covering that the dies come in, I'm trying to run my dies through and put them inside of that so that I already know what the dies look like, and I can like audition each one before I make a final decision on what to use. So I don't think this is Stampin' Up. I already had a ton of circle dies by like my favorite things and Juan Fawn. I think there's another company too. Y'all, I buy a lot of stamp stuff. But anyhow, if you have Stampin' Up circle dies, use them. I'm just using what I actually have available. And I might use something smaller, but I just needed to see what this is going to look like. So have that. And remember, I stamped off a bunch of bears. See, this is where using things that you stamp and put off to the side comes into play. I'm just gonna use my dies to cut these awesome, I'm dropping everything, the things you guys don't see off to the side. It's a hot mess. I have like tools all around me, but I'm going to take these dies and cut out either one or both and see what looks best here. And referring back to our picture, then I need some kind of splatter, which you can create with a little paintbrush, or what I've been using is the splatter from my Forever Fern set, which this has gotten so much mileage. I love this set. The artistically inked set also has some splatter that would also give you the look that you would want to fill in the gaps here. Now, another thing for me to consider is, do I want my bears to be black? I think I do, because in the picture the flowers were black and then colored in, and this was stamped. I don't think it was stamped in black, but I'm going to stamp it in black, so that'll go. And I need to grunge this up here and make it look a little weathered and worn. So this will be white, to pick up some of the white there. And yeah, let's do some die cutting. So you could have colored your bears first, but because I'm just trying to see what it looks like, I did not. And what I can do, and what you can do, is you can tape it down onto a piece of paper and then color. So if I do this, I like this a lot. I love these bears. They're so perfect. I will tell you guys right now, I did not think I would make so many cards with this set. I knew I liked it, but I wasn't like 100% sure how I was going to go about creating with it. I mean, but isn't that the way? Isn't that how, you know, things work? Like, you might have like one card idea in your head or something like loosely, and then you actually like do it completely different. Okay, so I do like the addition of the bears. Now I have to figure out what color I'm going to color them. Okay, before I get started on coloring my bears, I decided on the sentiment strip that I'm going to use, which again is going to be similar to this here. It's pretty much going to go right in front of the bears, and then I need to find some ribbon. It's actually the next morning, so it's pretty early, but I just like woke up and I'm like, oh, let me just make this card. So hopefully I won't be too tired later. But this is the pretty pillow box die set, and I think it is so extremely cute. I love this set. So I decided that I'm going to use this die here because it'll fit that you can do this sentiment, which is beautiful. I love this sentiment. Out of all the sentiments, I decided on that one because it looked the best. Okay, so we're going to see how these look because I wanted my colors similar to this little tag here for my bears, just so everything kind of goes, and we'll see if that works out. Okay, definitely like that. So I need to get some ribbon and figure out this back piece. It's a bit distressed, so okay. So here's a peek at my ribbon box. All right, so I am trying to keep everything SU. I mean, obviously I couldn't with my alcohol markers, but you can use alcohol markers by Stampin' Up. And I had to restrict myself with my ribbon. So although I like this twine here, it is not Stampin' Up. So I'm going to use this twine. All right, so I just did my little splatter around my bear. I cut out my mask from my set. I decided to make a little mask for my bear, and I just covered him up and took my little splatter background and just stamped around. And I like how this background looks, you know, a little similar to the one that's here in the catalog, which is our goal. So very nice. And I'm just gonna throw on the baby. Okay. Okay, I used some of the twine from the Baker's Twine Essentials pack. I took my sentiment strip, put some glue on it, and I took my twine and just finagled it about until I got what I thought looked good for the back of this for my card. Now I'm just going to adhere this. All right, you guys, my card is done. I am so super excited. Again, here is my inspiration photo, and here is my completed card. I love it. I think it is so cute. This is not something I think I would have put together on my own. I just love how it looks. Now, I definitely do want to give this a whirl with a floral background, but that is for another day because I have to go to work now. So I hope you guys are inspired to, you know, take out your catalogs or just something and actually get to work. No, let's not just browse through Pinterest and never create anything because that's really easy to get caught up in, just flipping through the catalog and, you know, buying more things. Just take out some stamps that you already own and give some of the layouts and color combos in the catalog and or on Pinterest a whirl. So I hope you guys do something crafty that makes you happy. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.